Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you are all well on this fabulous Friday. That's it. We made it. We all made it together. It's finally Friday. And I hope you've had a fantastic week. And I hope if you haven't had a fantastic week, the weekend will at least make up for it. Anyway, straight into the meat and potatoes because we've got a little bit to get through. And it poses a question. And after the video, I want you to head downstairs. I mean, in the comment section, not like downstairs. Don't get confused. And let me know exactly what your thoughts and feelings are on this pretty sensitive subject. And what is it, I hear you say? What is it? Get on with it. Let's crack on. Harsh, shut up. You're going on too long. So, Ashley Banfield, I know. But look, at the end of the day, she's read something. She's read a letter. Non-edited. She's just read it. So she can't get that wrong, can she? It's about the Idaho house, the Idaho 4 house, and the demolition of it, the impending demolition. And look, I'm not going to read it on here because it's just for those of you who have already heard it, you don't want to hear it again. And for those who do want to hear it, you can head over and listen to her in her dulcet tones. In dulcet tones. I've gone completely off of that button. I'll press it now even when I don't curse. But yeah, so look, I'm just going to address the information that's in it. Because look, they're planning on demolishing this house. And I think there's a bit of a split between those that think, look, it needs to come down. What happened in it was heinous, it's horrible. It just shows that it's almost like a monument to this murder. And we don't want it. We want it out the way. And something else put in its place that, you know, brings better thoughts and feelings. But in reality, for the families, that's never going to happen, is it? But people are always going to know that that area is where this, you know, this crime happened. But it's about the timing, because if you, like I say, for those of you who have listened and for those of you who are going to listen, to me it seems very, very rushed. Even though they've tried to make it sound like they're being quite sensitive and being respectful of the families and the victims, it sounds very businesslike, almost like they're dotting their I's and crossing their T's. And I felt quite uncomfortable about it. And also they gave a date. It was almost like, look, we've given you all the information and we're going to start this and you need to come back to us if you've got any concerns before, I believe it was the 2nd or the 4th of April. Look, that's just over a week. Now, I don't know how long ago they had this letter. Maybe they've had it a month, who knows? But to me, you know, this is all being rushed through. The trial, we haven't even had the preliminary hearing yet. We've not heard it. Now, what happens if Brian Koberger goes into this preliminary hearing and he turns around and says, I'm not guilty? There is more to this. Or he throws shade at something else or another specific situation. At the moment, look, they might have more and more stuff we don't know. But from the outside of it, from what we can see looking in, there isn't hardly anything. You know, they've tried to make it sound like there's a lot on him. And they've kind of made this convoluted story of, you know, this, that and the other mixed in with all of the stuff that have been reported since the gag order. And all of these thoughts and feelings from various places. But ultimately, what is important is the stuff that's going to make up part of the trial. And, you know, there could be a lot more happening. Now, is this premature? Is it right that this place is demolished prior to the trial? And I do not see any benefit whatsoever in pulling this property down prior to a conviction of the crime. And to me, with and look, I don't want to go down the route of a conspiracy theory at all, but let's make no bones about it. The people who run this place is the university. They're the people who are in charge. They hold all the keys to all the doors. They're the people who are trying to protect their interests. And they might try and sugarcoat it and say we're doing it for the families, or we're doing it for the victims, or we're doing it for the students, for their well-being, but they're not. They're doing it for business reasons. They want to get rid of this situation. They want to brush it away, wash it away, so it doesn't affect their revenue stream. And is their revenue stream more important than securing a conviction and helping to get true justice? Now, what is more powerful than, if we've just seen in the Murdoch case, you know, the day out that was all planned to go to Moselle and show the scene, so on and so forth. What if they need to get the jury into this property, let them see, even if it's not to go in there, but to look around the outside and how the person would have got in, and really get into the mechanics of how this happened so they can better understand. Now, is the university, like I said, aforementioned revenue stream, are they just trying to protect that, or are they truly doing this because they care about people? Because I don't see it personally. I don't see it at all. I see this as a financial move. And people are then going to start thinking, if they're willing to do this for a financial move, what else are they willing to do? What else are they willing to do to bring this case to an abrupt and quick conclusion? It is going to be very interesting to hear what Brian Kohberger has to say at the preliminary hearing, if he is going to say that he is not guilty. Now, there isn't enough to prove, without a doubt in my mind, that he was there. And I'm not saying he wasn't there before anybody say. I'm just saying that I haven't seen enough proof to undisputedly say that he was there, he did it, we've got him banged to right. Some people will think that that's wrong because of the way that the situation has been convoluted, pretty much like this video. But look, I sit on the fence. If I was a parent of one of these victims, I would not want that house gone. I would not want it gone until everything is done and it's over. I would want the perpetrator away and the trial finished before they even touch that house. And I want you to let me know, if you was in the same position and it was one of your loved ones who had died in this house, would you want anything done with that house, anything whatsoever, until the trial is over? And would it be better to get the trial done, trial finished, and then the demolition of that house as a final closure, a final part of closure? Because, like I say, at the moment, I see this as a potential issue. Anyway, I'm Harsh. Like the video, or the cat gets it. That's cat. And I will catch you all in the next one.